Lesson 3.4, Video 1. Interpreting graphs. And we're going to talk about interpreting graphs in terms of how things move or how the graphs change and so on. And any kind of change of a graph or a picture or a shape is called a transformation. Meaning, if you take a shape and you increase or decrease its size, or you just move its position, shifting it up, right, left, or down, that is called a transformation. Now if you get more specific and you ask what kind of transformation, did it just move or did it actually grow or shrink, that is what we are going to talk about here. A translation is a certain kind of transformation. It is one that slides a figure. Each point moves the same distance and same direction. So the shape stays the same, it just shifts to a new position. So for example, if I had on a grid, on a coordinate grid, a triangle, and I just shifted it to the right from the second quadrant to the first quadrant, it stays the same size and everything, that's called a translation or a slide. And I can also go up and down. You also have what's called a reflection. And reflection is a transformation that involves flipping a figure over a line. And the word that commonly goes with reflection is mirror. So if I were to draw that one, I'm going to draw the shape to be a little bit more unique this time and make it look like this. If that's the triangle and I use the y-axis as a mirror, then it reflects to the other side, and it doesn't look exactly the same now because it wasn't just translated, it was actually reflected. So you have a mirror image of what it was. Other ways of interpreting graphs besides how they are changed or moved is talking about its maximum, its minimum, and the zeros of a function. Now the maximum would be if I had a picture of a parabola that opens downward, the maximum would occur at the highest point. So this would be considered the maximum. If I have a graph of a parabola that instead of opening downward, it's opening upward, then the lowest point is called the minimum. And we'll talk more about that later as well. The zeros of a function are another way of asking for a solution or x-intercepts, which is right here. So at this point I'm going to give you a little vision here about what zeros mean. But zeros are called x-intercepts, are also called x-intercepts. They're also called roots. They're also called solutions. So these are all meaning the same thing. And we're going to want to be comfortable with that because lots of questions will ask for x-intercepts, they'll ask for zeros, they'll ask for roots, but they all mean the same thing. We'll look to the same place to find what they're looking for. And this ends Lesson 3.4, Video 1.